Jared. What are we seeing? Instantly they didn't like it, and now coming back to earth?
Yeah, so it looks like a little green here. Not a lot, but we'll take it. And actually, the fireworks start in just a few minutes here, about 14 or so. So here's the NASDAQ, and you can see here is a 2 p.m. announcement. Initially, we went down. Now we're back up. A lot of times there are zigzags, including when Chair Powell takes a lectern at 2:30. What matters today is not only the close today, but also the close tomorrow. So you take yesterday's, that would be Tuesday's close. You compared it to tomorrow's close. If it's higher, well, that is a successful FOMC announcement, not necessarily from the perspective of the Fed, but from the average investor. Now, let's take a look at the sector action. Only tech in the forefront there. Notable because that has been a leading sector this year and one of the worst off last year's. And that kind of speaks to that paradigm that we've had where the NASDAQ is leading this year, leading the Dow, and it was the opposite last year. Energy taking up the rear there. But let's check out what's going on in the bond market. And not seeing a whole lot of movement here either. This is a 10-year Treasury note futures, basically where we were when we started the announcement. So I would expect that to pick up some steam when Powell takes some questions later on. And let's get to some other markets here, some other leading markets, especially in the futures. Let's take a look at gold. Gold really not moving. Now, gold has been on a little bit of a tear so far. It's up 5.5% year to date compared to where it's been over the last year, really regaining some of that lost territory. Copper futures, let me put this back to an intraday. Not seeing a whole lot of movement from Dr. Copper right there. And we got to check out Bitcoin. Bitcoin, very telling. I've been saying you want to know where the stocks are going to close. Watch where Bitcoin is moving into that PRESA conference, and it looks very squiggly right here. That's because this is a very small range for Bitcoin. Let me put a year-to-date chart here, and you can just see what I'm talking about. It's pretty much flatlined over the last week to 10 days. So if Bitcoin starts moving up in a big way, that could be a leading indicator. Down the same way. Don't have much more than that. You know, we look into these statements and we look into the charts with quite the color dye here, Dave.
It's really hanging on, though, Bitcoin. Really just
above 23,000 still, above 20,000. Can't complain.